So there's no denying the impact that Hurricane Ian has done to Florida, but what does this mean for insurance on an already fragile topic to Florida homeowners? I'm Chris Johnson, your Tampa realtor. Give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for all things Tampa. And if you're looking to make a move in the Tampa Bay area, our information is going to be in the description below, and we'd love to help you. Just this year, 6 insurers have become insolvent, while the state is monitoring many more who are on the fringe, which has caused many homeowners' premiums to skyrocket, leading the nation. So even though Hurricane Ian was quite devastating to many in Florida, it doesn't quite mean that it spells a disaster for Florida insurers. So the insurance market is complex and has shifting responsibilities and safeguards to pay out insurance claims. But even if the storm isn't a disaster for insurers, it's likely to be one for the tens and thousands of Floridians whose homes have been flooded by rain and storm surge. So let's take a dive into some key things insurers are going to be watching for in the next coming weeks and even the months. So first is going to be wind versus flood damage. Now, a typical homeowner's insurance policy is going to cover damage from wind and fire, but not flooding. So some analysts believe most of the damage from Hurricane Ian will be from flooding. That would place most of the financial burden not on Florida insurers, but on the National Flood Insurance Program, which offers a vast majority of residential flood insurance. And if homeowners don't have flood insurance, they could be the ones bearing the burden. Now, that doesn't mean that there likely won't be hundreds and thousands of wind-related insurance claims. And because insurance may dispute responsibility for some of those damages, the homeowners are likely to sue their insurer over them. Now, this can create a headache for homeowners and increasing costs for insurers, in part because of the attorney's fees. So in this scenario, that played out often after the 2018 Hurricane Michael. Now, one group is estimating $25 billion to $40 billion in insured losses, but other observers say it's a little bit too early to figure out how much it's going to be. Next, insurers have their own insurance to pay out hurricane claims. So insurers are supposed to be prepared for hurricane season by buying reassurance. So basically, it's coverage for the insurance companies. Now, in the event of a hurricane, those reinsurers will likely be footing the bill for claims, although insurance companies will have to pay the deductible. Now, insurers also have a safety net with the Florida Hurricane Catastrophe Fund, also known as CAT. Companies are required to pay into it, so when a hurricane such as Ian strikes, it helps pay the claims. Now, although the CAT fund went broke in 2006, it does still have about $15 billion available. Now, thirdly, homeowners with no flood insurance could bear a huge burden. So in Charlotte and Lee counties, which appear to be the hardest hit by Ian, only about 30% of homes have flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program that the data shows. So there will be some help for homeowners who don't have flood insurance, but probably not enough to make them whole. Now, FEMA's disaster declaration was approved by President Biden, so it qualified people to apply for its individuals and household programs if they live in the 13 counties. And these counties are Charlotte, Collier, DeSoto, Hardy, Hillsborough, Lee, Manatee, Orange, Osceola, Pinellas, Polk, Sarasota, and Seminole, but there's probably going to be a little bit more to be added once the whole scope of the damage is assessed. The program also allows residents to apply for federal aid and to repair their homes and vehicles if they don't have flood or automobile insurance, or don't have enough of it. Now, what about Florida state-run insurer Citizens? As insurers have failed, many of those company policies have ended up at Citizens Property Insurance. If a disaster strikes and Citizens can't afford to pay claims, then Florida taxpayers will be on the hook. However, the company continues to be profitable right now, so it has $6.8 billion in surplus, plus an additional $6.5 billion in other accounts to pay claims. And the storm appears to have struck in a part of the state where Citizens actually doesn't have a heavy exposure. So the full scope may not be known for years, as homeowners have 2 years to file a claim after a storm. So Ian's effect on insurers might take a little bit of time to really realize. So in the meantime, rates could continue to rise for homeowners, although there's not necessarily a correlation between rising rates and storms. If you have any specific questions regarding your current Florida homeowners insurance or a new policy if you're moving into the area, consider us the source of the source and let us know so that we can point you in the right direction to make sure that you're going to get the right and best available information. So please give this video a like, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more weekly videos, and as always, if you are moving to the area or out of the area, our information is going to be in the description below, so reach out to us, we would love to help you out.